If you're considering building a detached home in Toronto on a relatively small lot, say between 20 to 30 feet wide and 90 to 110 feet deep, there are some very specific realities to keep in mind, and the cost can add up quickly, and the size of the home you're even allowed to build is not limitless. Welcome back to Real Estate Simplified. I'm Ali, I'm the co-owner of Home and Capital Realty, and over the years, we have helped so many clients build lasting wealth through real estate and move into their dream homes. And in this channel, I break down complex real estate concepts into plain English so you can make confident decisions whether you're buying a home or building generational wealth. And today, I'm going to walk you through the major considerations from construction and soft costs to zoning restrictions, and finally, how all of this connect to the resale value of your home. By the end, you will see why running the numbers carefully is absolutely essential before you begin. Let's jump in. When people first think about building, their mind often jumps straight to construction cost. In Ontario, these numbers typically range from $200 per square feet for more of a modest custom build to over $500 per square feet if you're aiming for a higher finish or building in a tighter urban location. But the construction alone is just one part of the equation. On top of that, you need to budget for what are known as soft costs, which include architectural drawings, permits, engineering reports, and all of the municipal approvals you need before you even break ground. These can easily add another $20 to $50 per square feet. Lot preparation is another factor that catches people off guard. A flat, fully serviced lot can require minimal work, but if you bring utilities, clear trees, or work with a slope, the build can climb steeply. And then there's fixed cost. Whether you're building a 1,200 square feet home or a 3,000 square feet home, you need a bathroom, kitchen, foundation, and mechanical systems. Because these costs, they don't shrink with the square footage. And that's why small homes actually often end up with a higher cost per square feet compared to larger ones. Beyond the budget, Toronto zoning bylaw set very clear rules about how big a home can be on a given lot. Every property is governed by maximum lot coverage, floor space index, often referred as FSI, and setbacks from the front, the rear, and the sides. Now, these requirements collectively shrink the space you're legally allowed to build, and they establish a hard ceiling on the size of your home. Here is a hypothetical example. After complying with all the restrictions mentioned above, on a particular lot, the maximum floor area you could build, let's say, is 2,000 square feet, and we'll use that number later on, as the hard limit on the size of the home you are allowed to build matters a lot in resale value. This is where economics really come into play. Imagine you bought a 30 by 100 foot lot in Toronto. That's about 3,000 square feet of land with a FSI of 0.5. The most you can build above grade is about 1,500 square feet. And let's say if you spend about $350 per square feet on construction and finishes, and that's already about $525,000. Add another $75,000 in soft costs and land preparation, plus $900,000 for the land itself, you're looking at a total cost around $1.5 million. Now, here is the critical question. What are the comparable homes of 1,500 square feet selling for in that neighborhood? If the resale value is around 1.3, then your investment does not make sense. If they sell like anywhere between 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, then the math works in your favor and your project becomes viable. The point is that the zoning bylaw capped the maximum size of your home, and that cap directly influences the resale ceiling. You cannot assume by spending more, you are automatically creating more values, because actually, the size restrictions keep your home in certain price bracket. When you combine construction costs, finishes, permits, and the land, the numbers can add up really quickly. But the zoning laws make sure that you can only stretch your home so far. And that limitation means you must always compare your total project cost to the resale value of the homes with similar square footage in the same area. And if these values don't align, you risk building a beautiful home that costs more to create than is worth on the market. The smartest approach is to consult both a builder and a zoning professional early in the process. They can confirm maximum buildable size on your lot and provide realistic cost estimates. Once you know both the limit of your design and the cost of your build, you can check the resale data in your neighborhood and make an informed choice. Building on a small lot in Toronto is possible, and for many families is the right path towards owning a detached home in the city. But the dream only makes sense if the math works. So understand your costs, respect zoning rules, and compare carefully to resale values. That's how you know whether building on a small lot is not just a dream, but a solid financial decision. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe. And we will see you in the next one.